Hello Internet, my name is Hazel from Hazelnutty Games, and this is a countdown of my 6 favorite ways to level in WoW for when I just can't quest anymore. Number 6. Battlegrounds. This is the least efficient in terms of time, but I think it's the most fun thing to do if you need a power leveling break. The first win of each day is going to give you a bit of an XP kick, and if it's a Call to Arms battleground, it'll give you a big XP kick, particularly at low levels. Warsong Gulch is a good one that's available at most levels that takes probably on average the least amount of time, especially if you have heirlooms and can run the flag yourself. After you pass out of the low levels and once you're in sort of the 50-60, it's not really worth it. The queues take a little bit too long, but up until that point, have at it. Go get her. Do it. Or not. Whatever you want. Number 5. Seasonal events and, to some extent, the Dark Moon Fair. This is obviously going to be a little bit limited because you can't do them when they're not up, but it is worth looking into. Most of the seasonal events have quests that are available to all levels that don't take a lot of time to do. They're available right from the capital city and you can get cool stuff from them. It's also a pretty cool change of pace. They're lots of fun, there's cool music, there's vanity items. Just check it out. Some of them, like Midsummer, can even give you a percentage bonus to experience gain, and the Dark Moon Fair quest, in addition to giving you experience, they're going to give you a bit of a kick to your professions as well, so definitely worth looking into that. Go forth, be merry. Number 4 is Archaeology. This requires absolutely minimal brain power, which makes it my favorite thing to do if I get home and I don't want to think. Who wants to think? It can give some really cool vanity items, and it's got the experience of about a full quest and a half per dig site. The speed of leveling this way is really determined by the time it takes you to travel between dig sites, so don't worry about it at all before you get flying in Azeroth. And if you manage to afford epic flying at level 70, then I tend to rely on this quite a bit between 70 and 90. Faster flying will make it even faster, so it's not bad. It's not super fast, but you know, if you really don't even want to worry about anything, you want to just turn off your brain and watch a movie, you can do Archaeology, and you might even be able to nap a little bit. It's great. It's great. Number 3 is fishing and cooking dailies. I like these because they take very little time to do. It's maybe 5 to 7 minutes for both of them. Most of these quests don't require you to have any actual skill in those professions. They will give you a kick to those profession points when you finish them. They're pretty good experience. You get the experience of a full daily with each one, and they do scale with your level. You'll get a little bit of gold to it too. And because it's a daily quest, it's not very time consuming. Even if you don't really feel like leveling your character at all for a week or so, if you can take the 5 minutes to log in and do the fishing and cooking daily, you don't even have to leave the city, and you'll get there eventually. Slow and steady, turtles. Something. Turtles. Also, there's one in Darnassus that has you going to catch baby octopus, and they are adorable. Go do that. Number 2 is gathering. These days, picking a herbalism or mining node gives you a good bit of experience. Some zones are just stupidly full of them, which can make it faster than you might think. You can make some really good gold on the auction house by selling all these mats. You're going to get some experience, and I don't see any reason not to just level with herbalism and mining, and then train up your real professions once you're finished leveling. Also, I don't know about you, but Lifeblood is super handy for me to have while I'm leveling, because not only is it a on-call heal and it summons some really pretty flowers, but it's a haste buff too. DPS, damage, min-max. Something. I don't know, just do it while you quest. Number 1 is dungeon quests. Everybody likes to hop in the dungeon finder queue when they're leveling for some chain-pulling zero conversation pugs. But do you really want to run Razorfund Crawl 3 times in a row? Now that they've moved the quest for a dungeon into the entrance of the instance, I find it way more efficient to run each dungeon once, complete all of the quests, and then never go back. If the random queue gives you repeats or dumps you into half-finished instances, try queuing for the dungeons that you need individually. This will guarantee that you get one that you haven't done yet. It will always start you at the beginning. The queue time might be a little longer, especially if you're a DPS, but you can have that queue running while you do your Dark Moon Fair, Archaeology, fishing dailies, cooking dailies, and you get the idea. This list is not a guide for the fastest way to level cap, which is usually a combination of tunnel vision power questing and dungeons, but these are just my coping methods for leveling alt number 17. If you have some that weren't listed here, share them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe for a new WoW countdown on Thursdays, pet battle guides on Tuesdays, and other stuff most other days. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!